So you've closed on your property in Calgary. Now what do you do? Well, if you're looking to rent it out, in Calgary, properties are not rented by real estate agents like in Ontario and BC. Instead, they're rented by property management companies, where they're actually licensed very similar to real estate agents. The good news is that you can expect to receive the same level of rental service, or even better, but at a lower price, and they'll handle finding a tenant and screening them for you. Most property management companies are going to charge you around 1 month's rent plus GST to rent a unit. But if you also use their property management services to manage your unit and deal with your tenant, this can go as low as $500 every time a new tenant needs to be found. In Calgary, rentfaster.ca is the most popular rental site by far, featuring thousands of listings. If you go over to realtor.ca under leases, you're not going to find anything. I typically avoid Facebook Marketplace and Kijiji to find tenants because the quality just isn't there. And getting good tenants is your most important role as a landlord so that you can avoid hassles and headaches later. Screening potential tenants is critical for this, regardless of where you find them, because it allows you to weed out 99% of potential problems before the tenant moves in. Rental agreements and landlord-tenant rules are very different in each province. Here are some key differences in the landlord-tenant laws in Alberta that you should understand. Leases are fixed 1-year terms that need to be renewed by both the landlord and tenant after it's completed. They do not automatically convert to a month-to-month lease like they do in Ontario. There is no rent control in Alberta, so you can adjust the rent to whatever the market will support every year. You are allowed to charge a damage deposit of up to 1 month's rent and keep parts of it if the tenant does any damage to the unit after they leave. You can enforce pet restrictions and even charge a pet deposit or extra rent if the tenant wants to have a pet in the unit. And perhaps most importantly, you can evict non-paying tenants in a matter of a few weeks versus 10 to 12 months in Ontario right now. I've created an in-depth article about this on my website at condomillionaire.com/Alberta landlords. So go over there for more information. And finally, if you're in a rental guarantee program, then the developer's property management company will rent the unit for you and manage it as well. So there's nothing more you need to do after closing. It's all taken care of for you.